USATF Throws Festival here with America's favorite kindergarten teacher and one of America's favorite triple jumpers, the great Arianna Fisher. 12 meters 93 today, but obviously so blessed. Always an honor, a pleasure, and a privilege to see her on domestic soil because pretty soon she will become a favorite athlete of all those triple jump fans in Europe. Obviously some pretty awesome opportunities for you upcoming, but before we look ahead to that, just to get competition reps out here today, the fact that USATF Throws Festival should now be renamed the USATF Field Festival,
right.
You know, because for the first time in the 5-year history of the event that we get to see all 16 field events, all 4 horizontal jumps with women's triple, men's triple, women's long jump, men's long jump. Let's start there. How much of a blessing is that there's a domestic meet of that caliber here in Tucson?
Oh, it's such a blessing, and it's such a cute meet. It's so fun, and it's close to home, which is really nice, and it's nice weather, and it's just a really good meet. I feel like everyone here is having a good time. It's good weather, like I said, and it's a good facility, so I'm glad that we're able to have this, and to get good points from a meet like this, a high-level meet, is really nice, really nice.
Most definitely. What are you most encouraged about, most optimistic about? Like you said, like, hey, I just need to get down a runway and get on a board. It seems so simple, but is that like the most uplifting building block?
For sure. I mean, this is my second meet of the season, and still feel like I'm knocking, like the rust off, but I felt so good today, and I just scratched a lot. I couldn't get on the board, and when I did get on the board, I didn't optimize my jump, and so that's on me, but I felt like if I got on the board on some of those things, I had big jumps in me. I feel really good. I feel the best I've felt in a long time. So I'm excited for what's to come, and I am just blessed to be here, blessed to be healthy, and so I'm just going to get back to work and jump far.
Obviously, even when you were dealing with fatigue, nagging injuries all throughout your extraordinary career at Missouri, and now transitioning into being an elite professional athlete, never made excuses. Always would find the best version of yourself, whether it was at Southeastern Conference Championships, regionals, NCAAs, US Championships, when asked, how much of a difference is it on your body, Arianna, right now, and the fact that you just get to pick and choose throughout the spring and are not, having to travel to represent, Missouri, either every single weekend or every other weekend?
Yeah, it's so different. The transition from college to professional is just really different, because, in college you are going, and then you have SECs, and then regionals, and then nationals, then you got to kind of turn back around and go to USA trials and try to make a team. So now the schedule is a little pushed back, so you're not competing all the way in March to August, but again, like I started last month, and this is just my second meet, and really now all of June and July will be my full meet schedule and my season, and so I'll be ready for August and try to make that team and make the team. So it's been really good. The transition is hard though, it's different, but it's good on the body.
You have worn the U.S. kit before,
yes.
So proudly representing the great nation. Obviously, we're in a little bit of a transition phase for women's triple jump.
Yes.
Some of the stars of the past, are paving the way
Yes.
On the runway for for incredible stars of the present and the future.
Yes.
Like you, what's the obviously you haven't seen everybody yet. You've seen a lot of them. What do you feel like the overall vibe is right now? Obviously we see a great Cuban athlete in Davis Lady out here, but just in terms of like you and and Milana and Lexi, some of the others, like what's just kind of the overall energy, or just kind of the state of the union, if you will, of women's triple jump in the United States?
I think we all want it so bad. Like, we're all going for it. We all know that those team spots are pretty much open, and so everybody is like, we're trying to get there, we're trying to claim our spots, and we're all pushing really hard and training really hard and going hard, but also like really supported. And I think we've all competed against each other multiple times before now, so it's like we know who we're going against, we know what we need to jump to make that team, and we know what to do to win. So again, we're all just trying our hardest to jump far.
And to end where we started,
Yes.
Huge opportunities on the horizon in Europe. I know you already shared with me earlier, but for the audience,
Yes.
talk about the trip, not only the trips, but the training upcoming, which will be in Bulgaria. Where do the competitions navigate around that?
Yes, so I go to Greece first, and then the next week I'll be in France. Then I'll have 2 weeks to just train in Bulgaria. My coach isn't originally from Bulgaria, so I'm blessed to have somebody from Europe Europe and to have a house there, a home there, and his family is so gracious to have me come and train in their facility. So it's just such a blessing to have him and his family. And so I'll be training hard for those 2 weeks, and then I fly over to Norway and I'll compete there. Then I come back home. So it'll be a month that I'm in Europe, but I'm really excited. It'll be my first time being there that long and doing multiple competitions there. So I'm excited. It's new, but it's such a blessing that I can do it, and so I'm excited. We'll see how it goes.
Well, for a woman who's used to giving out gold stars and
Yes.
and marks and
Yes, and hugs and all the things.
And words of encouragement to kindergartners, we now get to see her get some stamps on the passport.
Yes.
Some incredibly valuable experience, and obviously culture times a million.
Yes.
Arianna, stay healthy, stay motivated, and have an amazing journey touring Europe. We wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.